Sin number 1. The copy paster. As a developer, you will inevitably get stuck. This could be for a whole host of reasons, but most likely, it'll be because you're trying to center a div. So you go ask the real brains behind the operations, ChatGPT of course, and as expected, it spits out a block of code that fixes your bug. Now, it's very tempting to paste this into your codebase and not give it a second thought. However, this is a big no-no. Listen, I get it. You don't feel like reviewing it, it looks too complicated, or you just say, my app works, so why does it matter? And well, good luck fixing your app or adding a new feature when you don't understand half the code yourself. Not to mention, you could even be exposing your application to security vulnerabilities and have no idea. As programmers, if you don't continuously learn and hone your skills, good luck advancing to a senior developer role. Hell, good luck not getting replaced by AI. But most importantly, by maintaining this bad habit, you're on a straight-on collision course to getting absolutely cooked on a coding Jesus stream.
What does CSV stand for? Do you know?
No.
Okay.
Sin number 2. It works on my machine. We all know or have heard of that developer that when you clone their repo, bada bing, bada boom, their code breaks like clockwork. And when you ask them about it, they get defensive. They also never write unit or integration tests since their code is a masterpiece. Yeah, avoid becoming this developer at all costs as you will be pretty miserable to work with and therefore you won't even get hired in the first place. Learning how to test in multiple environments is key to becoming a good software engineer, which leads me to my next big issue with this type of developer. They usually struggle with asking for help in the first place since they tend to think so highly of themselves. Just stop. Please. This is just going to waste time and you or your team is going to miss deadlines. Remember, your code is not finished when it compiles on your machine, it's finished when it compiles on everyone else's machine too. Sin number 3, the GitHub stalker. Have you ever compared yourself to other developers on GitHub and got a nice dose of imposter syndrome? You know, they work at Fang, are pushing commits daily, have hundreds of stars on their projects while you celebrate because your computer said hello to the world. Just because someone works at Fang or whatever the new acronym is these days does not automatically make them a better developer than you. A lot more than you might think are just refactoring code or writing Jira tickets. God only knows the last time some of them wrote any new code. And yeah, I know this is not the case for every developer at Fang. I'm just saying that all we know for sure about these people is that they grinded for the interviews, but anything past that, and all bets are off. Besides, the only developer you should be comparing yourself with is you. If your code sucks a little less than it did 3 months ago, you're on the right track. It's okay to look to others for inspiration, but just keep focusing on yourself. Sin number 4, the rage quitter. Alright, I'm not even going to BS you here. If you struggle with anger management, just pick a different career. Trust me, you're going to save money in both hardware and therapy sessions. While programming is very rewarding, it's not without its moments of frustration. For example, you forget to return a value from your function, you misspell an import, you can't figure out why a CSS class isn't applying, and if you're not emotionally equipped to deal with these things, this is going to lead to crashing out and wondering why your girlfriend is ordering a pizza at 2 a.m. During those moments of frustration, I recommend just stepping away from your computer and taking a break. Plus, breaking into the industry right now is more difficult than perhaps it's ever been, so I would only recommend pursuing software engineering if it's something you're truly passionate about. Now, if you're someone that likes to problem solve, learn, and has tenacity, then congrats, software engineering is for you. Sin number 5, overengineering. Ah yes, the overengineer. Guilty of implementing a fully containerized microservice architecture with continuous integration pipelines for an application whose user base peaks at 2. His mom and his girlfriend. AI, of course. Optimizing and scaling are important for an app's long-term success, but you should not be building enterprise-grade infrastructure until you have meaningful traffic. Overcomplexity kills projects before they ever see the light of day, and what's most important in the beginning is speed. Plus, the harder it's going to be to understand the codebase and add new features. And if we're being honest, solving for problems that don't yet exist honestly makes you a little schizo. Instead, ship the smallest version of your app that meets your MVP and worry about optimization and scaling once you've proved your concept. Sin number 6, shiny object syndrome. Have you ever learned a new framework and then all of a sudden a new one drops and it's got all the hype now? Here's the deal, just because a new tech stack drops does not mean that you need to go out and learn it. Most companies are not even going to be using this brand new tech stack that just dropped, so you really need to consider if it's something you want to invest your time in. Another common trap to fall for is wanting to implement overly complex code because you think it will make you look smart. The bad news is that almost no one will be able to understand what or how your code works, including yourself, in about 10 minutes. So please, just write clean and easy to digest code. You don't need to build a neural network in one line of code to be considered a cracked developer. Sin number 7, the package hoarder. Writing code can be repetitive and boring at times. For example, you get sick of having to write a function that formats your date, so you install an npm package that does it for you. All you have to do is import the package and voila, date formatted. However, tread carefully because this behavior can quickly spiral and have devastating consequences. If you keep up with the industry at all, you've probably seen headlines like these. Yeah, as your number of dependencies goes up, so does your risk of vulnerabilities. Also, a lot of these packages can contain bloatware and leave you wondering why a simple to-do app has poor performance metrics. In this new age of LLMs, it's better to just let them handle the simple but tedious code instead of installing a package that could introduce unnecessary vulnerabilities. I'm obviously not saying that you can replace all packages with AI-generated code. I'm just saying, is it really necessary to install a package so you can determine if a number is odd or even? And well, that's it for me. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.